Adam Warlock. And this is something that I thought was needed for Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock's damage capability will be enhanced, along with a slight increase in healing ability after activating Soul Bond. So increased damage of Quantum Magic from 55 to 60, so he's going to hit even harder now. And the damage fall off will start at 40 meters, from 50% to 60%. Increase the healing amount provided by Soul Bond from 10 seconds to 15 seconds. Again, Soul Bond is more of a defensive ability. It's not really used to heal. But it's nice to know that you're going to get a little bit more healing with the fact that Soul Bond is now activated, which is good. All right. Cloak and Dagger. So this is what I've been waiting for. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger's ultimate ability is actually getting a big time nerf, along with some other things. So Cloak and Dagger's survivability and ultimate ability has been increased. So they're increasing the energy cost to activate Eternal Bond, which is the ultimate ability, from 3,400 to 4,000, which honestly I agree with. Being a Cloak and Dagger main this season, I think that she got her ult way too fast every single fight. So I'm glad that they're going to increase the amount that it costs to get it. You're also going to see that the healing amount of each segment will be increased from 220 per second to 250. The duration will be reduced from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. What that means is every time that Cloak and Dagger would dash, it will stay up. That dash will stay up for 10 seconds, right? If you've ever noticed and paid attention to Cloak and Dagger when they ult, there are some times that you'll notice that the first dash is gone before the rest of the ult is, right? And that's because there's only a 10-second duration. Now that duration is going to decrease to 8 seconds. So instead of being 10 seconds per dash, it's 8 seconds per dash. And the pause between that is going to be faster. So hopefully that increases the survivability now whenever you play in Magneto. Instead of just staying there for a second, it's going to be a little bit quicker, which means Magneto needs to be a little bit faster to try to eliminate you. So that is that. The healing effect from segment will not stack. So for her ultimate ability, she was able to stack, and you guys would get a ton of healing from that. They no longer stack. Okay, so that means Cloak and Dagger's ult will no longer stack whenever you put them on top of each other, so it's not going to make sense for you to do that because you're wasting your ult. So you're going to be utilizing more the ult more of like just basically, hey, I'm going to take care of this area, right? So this is the area I'm going to take care of and zone things out. That's the word I was looking for. You're gonna zone areas out with your ult instead of trying to stack it all together. Okay, and then you're gonna also see with Cloak's ability his vulnerability. So with Cloak and Dagger, you're also going to notice that the Terror Cape, which is the E ability for Cloak, is going to increase the effect of vulnerability. So there, instead of being 20%, it's going to be 28%, which is good. That means you're going to be utilizing it more for your teammates and hopefully eliminate teams. All right, a little bit quicker, which I think is good since they're taking away a lot of utility from Cloak and Dagger. So you got to be a little bit smarter when you use your Terror Cape now. Invisible Woman. Invisible Woman is reducing the frequency of her ultimate ability. She's increasing the energy cost of Invisible Boundary from 4,000 to 4,300, which means her ult is going to take longer for her to get. So it's just basically an increase in her ult, which I'm okay with. This is Loki. Loki's increased the energy god of mischief. So his ult from 3,400 to 4,000, which I think he needed. He would get his ult way too quickly in games. So I'm glad that they're nerfing that. This is in response to the 3 healer meta that's going around, quote unquote. And I'm really happy that they made an adjustment to this because these games sometimes take way too long because of 3 supports. All right, so the 3 support meta is hopefully getting nerfed quite a bit this second half. All right, Luna Snow's increased energy cost is going to be now 4,500, so it's going to take longer for her to get her ult, and that is the last of the nerfs. All right, So there are some team up abilities that got nerfed and buffs. The Atlas Bond, which is Luna Snow ability with Iron Fist, is getting a little bit of a buff. So whenever she uses Frozen Chi, she's going to get a healing amount from 50 to 75, and she's going to be able to slow enemies down from 20 to 30%. The Black Panther abilities, which is Dimensional Shortcut, is also getting a little bit of a buff. The Gamma Charge is actually decreasing, which is nice. So you're going to see that Unity Beam Gamma Overdrive is going to be less now. It's only 200. I say only 200, but 200 is a lot. 200 damage per second, and the Hulk's Team Up Anchor health bonus is going from 150 to 100. Okay, Luna's Force is going to be continuously heal Moonlight for 25 health per second while in the affected area. So now not only is it going to cloak Moon Knight, but it's also going to heal him. Symbiotic Bond, so reduce Spider-Man's suit explosion duration from 4 seconds to 1 second, which is honestly pretty nice, and replacing the 50% damage reduction effect with a new invincibility effect during that duration. Oh, I don't think they needed to do that. No. All right, and that is all the buffs and nerfs for this season.